Hello, everybody. My name is Aphrodite, aka Madame Suave. If you are new here, I would like to welcome you to the community. Be sure to check the description box below and like, comment, share, and subscribe if you feel called to. Remember that energy is timeless and fluid. This could be past, present, or future energy. Flip roles if they need to be reversed, and only take what resonates, leaving the rest for what it's meant for. So today is a Sun and Saturn ruled day, and we've been talking a lot about fears, and there are kind of multiple energies here. So this may either be you, your past energy, or someone that you are connected to that could be potentially carrying around devil energy or in devil energy. Okay, so kind of getting, because it's very contrasting, right? Once again, we're talking about from 10 to the 1. So you could be someone who you're exuberating a lot of light, kind of exuberating this new fresh energy. Okay, and you have someone who may be going through a darker period at this time. So someone has a fear of being forgotten. This person could behave like a baby, very unmindful, heedless, or ignorant as well. This could be someone who is very used to being coddled and kind of never grew out of that. So you could be someone who is younger than them, but emotionally you are more mature than this person. And this is creating a feeling of lack or being inadequate. This could also pertain to knowledge that you may have and your ability to analyze. You are very natural of kind of computing data in your head and quick on your toes. Okay, not only pure intelligence, but also emotionally intelligent and very good at kind of like analyzing behavior. Okay, and you may be very mindful of yourself as well. So they may have thought that it would be easy to push you around, maybe because you were someone who maybe you didn't speak much, but you were always paying attention. Okay, and you finally spoke up for yourself and told them what they refused to hear or believe. So you are someone who is very secure, sharp, and articulate, and you hit somebody where it really hurts. Okay, and they cannot say anything about it. So as I said, you may have been holding things in for a long time. Maybe you were kind of just like adding things up, tallying things up, and for whatever reason, maybe you chose not to speak on it. But now that you are kind of feeling better. Okay, you are feeling better. You are feeling lighter. You are walking lighter. Maybe this gave you the confidence to speak up more often in every aspect of your life, but doing so with precision and control. Okay, so you're only saying what needs to be said and nothing more or nothing less. Okay, because the truth will be felt. Okay, as you control, your emotions, you are also able to control, the things that you say. Maybe you are being more mindful. Maybe you're actually taking time to kind of meditate on the things that you want to say before you say it. However, you are honoring your voice, your emotions, and yourself as someone who has a lot to contribute that may help others who actually want the help. And that is where your focus is. Okay, we're only helping those who actually want the help. Okay, not trying to help people who do not want the help or act like they don't want the help. Or maybe you try to help people, but they never actually take things into consideration. Maybe they never actually put it into practice. Okay, you are moving and you are aligning with people who are on the same frequency of motion. Okay, everyone else is a sitting duck because you're not waiting around or wasting time trying to help them when they don't even put in the effort for themselves. Okay, this could also be someone, maybe they were repeatedly coming to you with the same problem, but they never took your advice, like I said. Okay, so coming to you but not actually wanting to do anything that you were saying that could solve the problem very easily. Okay, and it's kind of like this person just wanted to kind of constantly complain. Okay, constantly complain, and you kind of told them what they needed to hear, and they may not have wanted to hear it, but you got it off of your chest. You either removed yourself from the situation. Okay, but there is something important coming up that you are looking forward to. For some of you, this could be an art show, possibly a game, or some sort of milestone. Okay, but you have completely barred someone, or possibly this person, you have completely barred them from your life, and they are catching a lot of heat. Okay, so they were trying to bring that same chaos that they were dealing with into your life. For some, this could be trying to mess with or interfere with your business. I was hearing wedding crasher energy, but this doesn't have to be a wedding crasher. This is kind of just the energy that they have pertaining to life. Okay, so this doesn't have to be literal, but this is the energy. So this is like a drunken person or someone miserable who is mad and upset that you aren't sharing their misery. Okay, it's almost like an uninvited guest that keeps showing up every single where you are. Okay, so even if this is not like a physical place of business or your physical business, maybe it's somewhere where, I don't know, this could also be just kind of like trying to tarnish your reputation, your name, etc., or just kind of like following you, bringing their like negative energy like every single where you go, or trying to. Okay, but also something that you are looking forward to is something that you feel like you shouldn't be looking forward to, but you are, because it means that you'll be free from having to worry about it. All right, and this is an energy that I have been kind of picking up on. Okay, you are basically at your wits end. Okay, you're just ready for it to be over. Okay, so you may have been feeling a little conflicted about it at first, but you are realizing that it is the best case scenario. So this person carries the energy of a fool who tries to fool people but only ends up making themselves look like a fool. Okay, it's like everything they do, they look more foolish. So this could have been someone who was very used to being able to manipulate people, but that kind of wore off. Okay, because what is behind the mask has already been revealed, right? So once that mask disappears, once it falls off, okay, it's like you cannot put that mask back on. And so everything that they were trying to do before, it wore off, okay, and nobody wants it. This could be someone who is not used to rejection or just simply cannot handle rejection, and their ego has taken a huge hit. They are feeling a lack of security at this time because they realize their beliefs are only true in their head, and they have had many people tell them the same thing repeatedly. So now they are kind of forced to sit with themselves. I was also getting that someone may have, a reputation of being a little too friendly, giving their goodies out like Halloween treats, spreading it like bees spread pollen, and these people did not want it, okay? They are well known for all of the wrong reasons, okay? This is someone who has no boundaries or limits, very reckless, all right? So this may have been because of emotional trauma, kind of trying to sleep the pain away, just looking for something to feel. And this ultimately created more pain by creating all those soul ties, and because they could feel the lack of love from the other person and the lack of love for themselves that they were displaying, okay? So you may also be healing your body from sexual trauma as well as abusive partners, okay? And this is both emotionally and mentally as well as verbally. Also deceptive people, okay? Covert abusers, and you can now spot all the signs, okay? And they come in all forms despite what popular belief might make you think. So you know better because you have been on the other end of it, okay? And knowing this is making it easier for you to navigate, and it helped you to recognize your emperor or empress because they were such a drastic difference from your past, okay? So they know how to talk to you, they know how to comfort you, they know when you need comfort without you having to ask, they speak love and life into you, they just feel like love, and they do this very naturally and effortlessly. They protect you not just physically, but emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. They keep you balanced and you keep each other balanced, okay? And they do not want to do life without you. They are literally going to make you feel like you are the only one in the world, okay? So you could be someone who you are a very focused lover. You put your all into the person that you love, and you get a thrill out of making someone feel loved, caring for them, making them feel warm and safe inside, okay? It feels good to feel that someone views you as a safe space and a home where they can find rest, okay? This is literally creating never-ending happiness, okay? When two people who are at peace come together, love doesn't feel like war, but ecstasy, all right? So that is the end of today's message. If I have any additional messages, they will be up on the screen. If you enjoyed this message, if you find anything useful from this message, if you resonate with my energy, my content, my channel, etc., I do ask that you like, comment, share, and subscribe if you feel called to, and I'll see you guys on next time. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Love you all. Bye.